And we are back. And hopefully not sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks this time around. And much love, Jalil. Thank you for letting us know that yeah, that was the issue. It kind of sucks when we was really rolling with
On
that
a
conversation.
roll.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
He was on a roll.
yeah, so that first part of the conversation, we gonna be sounding like chipmunks, but it's cool.
Unless we still do, and if that's the case,
We just gonna have to roll with it.
just chipmunk love, I guess.
Yes. Shout out to hey, my cousin Tamara's on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tamara? Jalil is back. Yolanda on the check-in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Atatu True on the check-in. Atatu True is actually going to be on the episode airing. I want to say it is March 15th. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that episode. That's a really good conversation with her as well. Shout out to Keith, who's on the check-in, who will be on the episode next Friday, March 8th. So all the people that's on the series are checking in, supporting, all that good stuff.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that you have like all this support and everybody's like willing to like get on your thing and go.
Absolutely.
You have really good conversations with people, though. I must say.
Thank you.
It really is a good like show to watch. I don't, I get bored with people and stuff, and I don't get bored watching your interviews and conversations with people. You do a really good job.
That means a lot coming from you. It means a whole lot because for me, it's very important to engage.
Yeah.
And engage in interesting conversation because it's like I watch a lot of people too, and it's just like, all right, that's the question you gonna ask.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't ask something a little bit more compelling than that. You know what I'm saying? I always think how can I pull the most out of you? You know.
I love that you're a question snob.
I am. I really am.
You ask that. Like you're very judgmental about
it. Look, I'm a journalist. You know what I'm saying?
You are a journalist.
That's the thing. And I don't say it like, I'm just up here and everybody's down here, but it's like because I know what I would want to be asked if I was on somebody's platform.
Yeah.
When I hear people not do their best in asking questions, it's like, all right, like
I like that, Joseph.
Pull some more out of them because they got something to give.
They do.
Yeah.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
You also have kind eyes. It's hard to do a bad interview with a person who's like, just a kind guy with a kind eye.
For anybody who does not know that reference, first and foremost, we always got a bunch of inside jokes. And a lot of the inside jokes we have center around one movie, and that is the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Which is crazy because that's about to turn. You understand? That's about to. I think it's either this year or next year. That's about to be 20 years old.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's that old.
It doesn't.
It doesn't feel like that's that old.
It really doesn't. That movie is a classic.
It is.
Yes, indeed. And shout out to all. Definitely gotta make sure we pull in the comments. Let's see. Yolanda said, is that my sister in love? Absolutely. Shout out to my Sunshine 01 on the check-in. Thank you so much. And Carlene Gift Baskets on the check-in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yolanda said, that's love. Atatu True said, I was very comfortable. I'm so glad about that. And KB's Third Life said we need more journalism and engagement. Absolutely.
Oh, you know what? You want to read that comment that you got before everything went weird?
So my man Jay in the mix, he had a really good comment when you mentioned Miss Jones. He said Miss Jones was the go-to person to sing hooks for rap records, especially mixtape scene. Absolutely. And that's the brother who would know, being from the BX, you know what I'm saying, and a DJ. So, he would definitely be in the know when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. So we thank everybody for coming back on YouTube and Instagram Live. And I'm trying to remember where we were in the conversation. I know. The surprise.
Oh, the surprise.
Yes, the surprise.
The surprise that I'm so surprised.
Yes, one of two surprises that I have for you tonight.
Oh my goodness. I'm over here like, am I going?
Yeah. You might be like, okay, what are you about to do? What are you about to pull up?
I am nervous.
Don't be so nervous. Just I just want you to tell me, what you think of when you hear this right here. Hold on, let me make sure the audio settings are what they're supposed to be. Yes, they are. Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right, good. Okay. All right. So this is a little blast from the past for you real quick. See what you think about this.
Okay.
Oh. Hey. All right now. That's for me, y'all. That applause is for me. Cause I'm awesome like that. Yup.
Wow.
That's what I'm. Well, what happened? Oh, anyway. Welcome to the Sandra McGurla Gully show, you bastards. Wake your black ass up. Here on WLUV, we just want you to know we love you.
WL?
Yes, we do. We love you so much. And you want to know why we love you? We love you because you pay our bills. Thank you. I got T-Mobile. Them niggas is crazy.
Wow.
Damn phone on. That's what you heard.
Wow.
But, so, yeah. Welcome to the show. This morning, I got a text from one fine ass Throwback. Oh, goddamn. That mother. Ooh. All I need is some Mad Dog 2020, a McGriddle from McDonald's.
Wow.
And this here beat right here. Ooh. Started out with a kiss. Throwback won't know what hit him.
Wow.
Ooh, flat on his ass. Shut up.
Hey, I had since you mentioned radio.
Where did you find that?
I
That
had
is
to
a
dig
fossil.
in the archives for that one.
Oh, I was really trying to do. What was that? I was like trying to do like a little podcast before a podcast, and they were gonna be like these pre-recorded things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this was way before a podcast.
Yes.
I told you the paparazzi be looking. Like I told you people always in my head kind of, because I was going to do that. Oh wow. Now I need them to run me my check. Everybody with a podcast, run me my checks.
That's it. That includes me.
Including him.
That includes me.
Run me my check.
Okay. I got you.
Check.
Okay. Royalties coming.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I did not. There are some things that I just don't even think about, and that is one of them. That's wow.
As soon as you were going to come in,
good too.
It did. As soon as you were going to come on here, I was like, okay, I got to throw a couple surprises out here. So I was like, okay. That one, I had to dig in the archives for that one. At first, I thought I wasn't going to find it, but now I was like, hold on. What was her actual radio name? And then
Sandra McGurley Gully.
Yeah.
Is it McGurla Gully?
McGurla Gully.
Wow.
Yeah. Little flip on McGillicuddy.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't.
I had to. I had to pull that one out the sky, you know what I'm saying? Out the cut real quick.
I'm done. Overdone. Because it was definitely going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you had that though.
Oh yeah. I had to keep that. That's a memory right
That's
there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And I didn't even play the whole clip. The whole clip, y'all. She thinks she was embarrassed over that. If I'd have played the whole thing, she'd be red right now. Because that thing, I listened to it again, I was like, yo.
What am I talking about?
Oh, you was talking spicy. You talking real spicy.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that was definitely 24-year-old Micah right there.
Ooh, that's fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was you. That's you, girl.
Somebody liked it.
I did. I ain't gonna lie, because if y'all had heard the full clips, and the thing is, it's 2 of them.
What?
It's two audios. I only played that one.
Oh God.
It's 2. And she picked both Ryan Leslie beats because she picked that joint, and then it was the other one. I forget what the other song was called. But it was another Ryan Leslie because we was big on like Ryan Leslie production at that time. Big time. Like Ryan Leslie was supposed to be way bigger until somebody blackballed him. But we ain't gonna get into that.
I was gonna say he could have been. He could have been.
Yeah, absolutely. So surprise.
I'm so over it.
Are you though?
I am. It's okay though.
Yeah, it's
fine. It's fine.
It's you know, like this was, you gotta realize it's like when we first got married.
And it was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because when you played it, all I could think was that we had a 2-bedroom apartment, and the 1 bedroom was just me and you.
Yep.
We didn't even have our little one yet.
Right.
And the bedroom was it had all of your music stuff in it.
Yep.
It was so fun. It was like I was like a kid in a candy store. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
It was just always something. Like it was just, I would just think up random things. Like, and it's so fun because you was always with it.
Oh yeah.
Like like, being married to like your best friend that you get to sleep over and do stupid stuff with. Like you had all of this like music equipment, microphones, a damn piano. It was just like, what?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious? Yeah. I get to be like creative and ridiculous. Oh man. Oh, yeah. I was a kid in a candy store.
Hey, and you may or may not remember this. You probably do remember this. What? I wasn't gonna play that because it's an R&B joint.
Okay.
And a radio joint. But remember the joint that you did to Niggas Bleed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah. I still have that too. I didn't pull that one out. I didn't pull it. That's not one. That's not one of the surprises. You know
oh my gosh! Yeah, I remember that, and I was thinking about it because I was thinking about it was like this parody I did to Katy Perry song.
Right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
We used to just be doing any damn thing.
Yes.
We had fun though. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was pure fun.
That's when I had the space for both of us to be in the same space. Now my studio's in my son's closet. That's why the name of my studio, if y'all pay attention to any of my stuff, it says Jason's Boutique. That's because it's literally in his closet.
Not for long, though.
Not for long. Once we get a house, I have my own little space.
Not for long. Yeah. Not for long.
Yes, indeed. So we'll see what the people saying. So shout out to my brother, Narcissist 716 on the check-in. Appreciate you for tapping in, my brother.
I love that name.
Oh yeah. That's my guy.
Narcissist. As long as nobody's calling themselves Oedipus.
Right. Yeah,
we're good.
Definitely. That's my brother from Hobart right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So appreciate you for tapping in, my brother.
Nice.
Let's see who else is on the check-in on Instagram. Let me see. Shout out to my man T Black on the check-in. Adele Rose Management Group on the check-in. Mike, I guess it's Mike Frick 881 on the check-in. Appreciate you for tapping in. Yolanda, she said, this reminds me of why people bite other people's musical genius. Let's see. I can also hear other artists' inspiration for their music. Yes, run my sister and love her coins now.
Period.
Atatu True said she ready. Jalil said, wow, that was so long ago. I know.
It really was.
Know. Like you talking 09.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It was so we had so much fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That was fun. Atatu True said, yeah, dream y'all living. Appreciate that. 16-bit spit, shout out to you for tapping in. KB's Third Life said, in agreement for that house. Amen. Blessings. Thank you, brother. We received that. We received that.
Yes, indeed.
Lord knows we need the spice.
It's time.
We've been outgrown this
We
time.
close though.
Oh yeah. Oh
We're
yeah.
not far from it. So yeah, we'll take those prayers.
Absolutely.
We'll take those prayers. We'll take those well wishes. We'll take all of it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I like it.
Yes. So, you mentioned like you come from a house.
Yeah.
Singing.
Everybody sing.
Just everybody sing.
Everybody can sing.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
More people sing more than others, but everybody in my family can hold a tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So talk about influences, like people that y'all as a family or you specifically, like the people that you really like, they were really the ones for you in terms of those singers,
So many. Well, first of all, I grew up in church.
Okay.
So my favorite singers were a bunch of sassy, beautiful 40-somethings. Okay.
Yeah.
From Chester, PA, who could just tear a house down with their voices, and nobody knew who they were. My favorite singers were the women that I went to church with.
Okay.
But as far as like people who sang like, on the radio, famous singers or whatever, oddly enough, I remember my first favorite singer being Mariah Carey.
Okay.
And because she used to have that one song, Vision of Love.
Yes.
Yeah, and I used to sing the hell out of that song. And I thought in my mind, if I could sing like Mariah Carey, then I could really sing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I used to sing that song over and over and over just to get her notes the way she did them.
Yeah.
I would sing it because I love to listen to what she did with her voice. I'm big on that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I go to, lyrics first. I don't know what technical stuff second, and then the beat last. So I'm always listening to what somebody's saying. The next thing I'm listening to is how they're saying it, how they sing it. Like I even do that with rap. You know what I mean? Like rap to me sounds like instruments. The way people rap, the cadence, the way that they use their words, it's like an instrument. And so people do that with their voices when they sing. And Mariah Carey was top tier to me.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it was Whitney Houston. And then it was Anita Baker.
Oh,
because Anita Baker legit sounds like a horn to me.
I can hear that.
Anita Baker's voice sounds like a horn. And I used to be so just enamored. I used to be like, how is she doing that? How do you make your voice sound like an actual instrument?
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody's voice, I guess, sounds a little bit like an instrument when you think about it. But hers sounded just like a damn horn.
Right.
And I was like, how did she do that? And we used to listen to Anita Baker a lot. My mother used to turn Anita Baker on a lot when she was cleaning up. In fact, I can't hear Anita Baker without smelling windows.
I think most Black people would probably like co-sign that, because like anybody you talk to when it comes to Anita Baker, it's cleanup time.
Cleanup music. And it's such a good, and honestly, she should be proud of that.
She should.
There's something spiritual about that.
Yes.
To listen to somebody while you are clearing your space and they're motivating you to clear your space.
Yeah.
And you're listening to their vibration, like you're letting your space be clean and you're letting their voice set the vibration in the room. It's a spiritual thing.
It is, because it's like, if you really think about it, like it's connected, like for your voice to be connected to purity.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal.
It is.
So some people might see it one way, but it's like that's a great breakdown. Like I would love, as if I were a singer, be like people say, "Oh, I use your music clean up too." Like, "Oh, word? Okay."
It would be the highest honor to me. That means that you are okay with my vibration.
Right.
Being one of the first things to touch your space.
Right.
As you clean it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of deep, but I've always thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, more bars.
Yeah, Yeah, I've always thought about it like that. It's really awesome though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was her. I used to love the way Gladys Knight sounded.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it took me a little while to love Gladys Knight.
I feel you on
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Because I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I just felt like, she just used, like I said, my favorite singers were in church. And I felt like any one of them women could easily outsing Gladys Knight. So for me, it was just like, she was just like, everybody was like, oh, Gladys Knight. And I used to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one day I listened to her voice and it was just something different about it that day. I think I was listening to the Midnight Train to Georgia song because my grandma was so funny. She used to always sing that every time we got on the train to go down to Georgia.
Yeah.
And my grandma has a pretty voice too, a pretty singing voice too. But she used to sing that one part, go on the Midnight Train to Georgia. And one day I just said, let me just listen to this song. I was like, all right, cool. But then I listened to neither one of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, this woman's voice sounds like damn pancake syrup.
I like that.
You can hear it though, right?
I can.
Her voice sounds like pancake syrup.
Yeah, I actually can hear it. Yeah.
I said it first.
You did. I've never heard anybody describe her voice like that. So yes.
We won't talk about my descriptions because I feel like I like describe colors as flavors and words as colors.
That's why Kool-Aid, we don't talk flavors, we talk colors. It's
too.
red Kool-Aid.
That too. Or just red.
Right, exactly.
Give me a little red.
Cherry, strawberry. No, it's red.
Get a little red. Okay.
Oh man. So let me see what the people saying real quick before we shift gears a little bit. Let's see. Oh dang, there's a whole bunch of comments. Hold on one second. Shout out to my sis Leilani on a check-in. Thank you so much for tuning. She's like, oh my god, hi guys. That's my little sis right there. Awesome spirit right there. Awesome spirit. Nice. Yes, Loyal Life Stress. Thank you so much for tapping in, my brother. KB's Third Life said Anita Baker, facts.
Yes.
Jalil said vinegar, water, and newspaper.
Yes.
Right.
If we didn't have Windex, we had vinegar, water, and right newspaper, and it did the same thing.
Yep.
Hated that smell, but it sounds like it smells like cleanup.
My mom did not want to buy Windex.
Yeah.
So I remember vinegar, water, and newspaper.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Old school. That's
real.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Yes, it did. Atatu Shoe said it's the perfect combination for me. Jalil said, oh yes, that's true. Shout out to Chris Meir, as we know him as Brosi.
Hey, Bruce.
Said, hey, Meech, nice to see you guys. Appreciate you for tapping in. Shout out to Kimmy Rocks 100 on the check, and thank you so much for tuning in, sis. Yolanda said Gladys was a different planet in Earth. I got into her when I was about 5 years old. Yeah, we've had that conversation before. You know what I'm saying? Chris Smith said, man, that song about to hit to the core. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Switching back to YouTube. Narcissus said, I gotta come pull up on y'all, I guess y'all this year. And then he said, the funny thing about music is when you're happy, you only hear the music, but when you're going through something, you hear the lyrics. That's a really interesting point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you in a certain vibe, you hear the vibe or you hear the energy more than you hear the layers to the actual song itself. But yeah, like I know a lot of times when I've gone through stuff, I listen to lyrics a little bit more like, dang, that really applies.
That hits. Yeah. I think it comes right back around to those vibrations and music being a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Like when you feeling like you, I don't know, when your vibe is low, I think sometimes you're either right there at the vibe where the music is, or it's over yours, and so you can hear it better. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like we all just vibrate. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when you're dealing with music and the way we experience music, that's why I said I'm always like, it's 3 tiers for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different for me, but I'm just weird like
that. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I married you. Or one of the many reasons why. That and the lasagna.
Joseph's like, he likes weirdos. This guy likes it is. It's okay.
Yes, indeed. So this conversation is largely based around new love. Mm-hmm. And new love looks different at different phases of your life. Or newness in love can look different at different phases of your life. Mm-hmm. So I got the second surprise for you.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how this second surprise makes you feel in the conversation of new love.
Okay.
Yeah. So little surprise for her, little surprise for y'all. Check it out real quick.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I don't give him the whole thing.
Wow. Okay. This is the song. I think we created that together.
Yep. We sure did.
Wow. That's crazy. Again, another thing that I haven't thought about. That's wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, we just used to be doing all kinds of shit. That's wild.
Yeah, 2008. That was actually before we got married.
Wow.
Before we got married, we were. I think at that point we had been together for about 5 months.
Yeah. Oh man.
Early in the game.
Oh man.
Early in the game.
It was such a beautiful time.
Yeah.
That was such a beautiful space in our relationship. Like I remember writing so much. I just had all this like creative energy that I just needed to like let out somehow. I needed to write things down, or I was writing songs, I was writing poems, I was writing little short stories. And then like just on a spiritual level, I was dreaming so much, vivid dreams of just like beautiful things. Just I don't know, planets and stars and just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I probably seen Jason a couple times in them dreams. Just wild stuff I was dreaming. It was just like a lot. Yeah. a lot of stuff that I didn't even really like, that I wasn't even really prepared for, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really know what that was.
Yeah.
I feel like before I met you, I met a lot of counterfeit versions of you. I met a lot of people who kind of came kind of disguised as love. Yeah. But it wasn't love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like once I realized, who you were and who you would be in my life, it was one of those things where I was like, oh, snap. Like, this is actually love.
Yeah.
And I saw very early on that it wasn't like it just wasn't a temporary thing. Mm-hmm. It was the kind of love that was like, this love is going to be a roller coaster. Like, this love is going to grow us.
Yeah.
It's going to grow us. And I think that's why it was such a beautiful love and such a tolerant love and such an easy love.
Yeah.
Just an easy love. It wasn't something, it didn't take a lot of thought to me. It just was. It was like, this fits.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. That's exactly how I felt too.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to overthink.
Yeah.
I didn't have to overthink. I didn't have to be a different version of myself other than myself.
True.
And
that part.
Yeah.
More than anything. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Like I didn't have to really feel like I had to adjust certain things or take away certain things or throw in too much.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's what was so refreshing about when we first met each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought you were so cool.
And I thought that about you.
I thought you were so cool. Like, even when we first moved together.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You were literally like, you were like a piece that I didn't really even know I needed.
Yeah.
You know, because both of us were young.
Right. Right.
But I didn't even know I needed that kind of peace. Mm-hmm. You were just this stillness that was just like, okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I'm like, I'm writing today. And you're just like, okay. Yeah. Or I'll be like, I'm happy today. Everybody be happy with me. And you'd be like, okay.
Like I just roll with it.
Just roll with it. Yeah. Just like whatever, you know, not on some simp shit. Just on some just very strong and powerful in yourself, in your position.
Yeah.
Of who you were. You never did things that were like, you know, manipulative. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it was never, you never puffed your chest out and had to beat your chest about who you were as a man.
Right.
And I just felt like that was so powerful. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was so peaceful and it was so easy.
Yeah.
It was so easy to love. I think sometimes people make love so difficult.
Yes.
And even in our relationship, we've been together long enough where we've had periods of this relationship where we've created difficulties for absolutely no damn reason.
You're right.
Just because just because I think sometimes people, we feel like that's just too easy. It's got to be something wrong.
Yeah. It's just a natural thing where it's like, this just feels too good to be true.
Right. It's too good to be true.
Let me throw a little Molotov cocktail in this junk real quick. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, it was so easy. It's still easy. Yeah. It's still easy.
Yeah.
It's still easy to just love you.
Yeah.
You know? And I always feel loved and at home in our relationship, especially, you know, now that we've added our little person and Lord knows I cannot even imagine life without him. Right. That's crazy because we spent a good, 6 years?
Yeah.
Before we had him, just me and you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I can't even imagine what life, I think we've had him longer, you know,
right,
than we did before him.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he's 9 now.
Yeah.
Before him, it was 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And 6 years of marriage. That's not even counting how long we've known each other. Yeah. We've known each other for over 17 now. You know. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is. And even that time, we've had him longer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that music that we made, it was, you know, it was really, I'm so happy that we did that.
Me too.
Because it reminds me of how I was just bubbling with creativity at that time. Mm-hmm. You know, I hadn't drawn in years and I would just draw things.
Yeah.
You know, I would go outside and I was crazy in love. I would just be writing poems about trees and little stories. What if I was a fairy and Joseph was a Peter Pan? You know, just random ridiculousness. But the whole thing was, if I came to you and said it to you, you never looked at me crazy.
Nope.
You would literally like read the things that I wrote and write things back.
Yep.
That's so fun.
Oh yeah.
It was such just a wild time in life.
It was.
I want everybody to experience that.
Yes.
You know, everybody's not silly like me and everybody's not like all deep and ridiculous like I am. Yeah. But I want everybody to experience a love that they feel at home in. Mm-hmm. That they don't have to be anything other than themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be all of who I am. Yeah. And you can be all of who you are.
Absolutely.
And I don't ask you to be anybody else. Mm-hmm. You know, like that to me is like a good love. That's like soul food love.
It is. You be feeling full at the end.
Yeah.
Or satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Satisfied and full, however you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're well fed and nourished and all that good stuff.
I'm with it.
And it sticks to the ribs.
Sticks to the ribs.
Yes.
Kind of love to make you fat. I like it.
Yes, me too. Let's see what the people saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some commentary going on. Yes, thank you. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. If you're watching right now, we appreciate you tuning in. This is a great conversation between yours truly, AJ Throwback, and my lovely wife, Mrs. Micah Goings, Mrs. Throwback, Mrs. Vampire. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff.
The one and only.
Yes, the one and only. Let's not get it twisted, chopped or screwed. Absolutely. And then on Instagram, let's see. Oh no, we got quite a few comments.
Oh.
Let's see. Yolanda said Anita Baker is the soul of love. Yes, absolutely. I love that song. My auntie Gladys, Chris Mears said music is therapy.
It is therapy.
Ata Tuchu said that was a deep analogy. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. I said, so am I gonna hear a couple of tracks? Yolanda, sound like the people calling for it. Like, yes, you both got to do an album together about the journey too. Filling that blank. And then she said it has to start. First track is this conversation.
Oh, wow! I like that.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, we did talk. What's funny? We did talk about doing a song recently. Together.
We need
somehow.
to.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah. See, she'll be modest about it, but Micah has an amazing voice, y'all. Amazing voice. Jalil will co-sign this. Brucey will co-sign this. Anybody that knows her will co-sign this. Will always co-sign it. You know what I'm saying? In fact, that voice is another reason why, you know, I was like, okay, yeah, I like her. I like her right there. Yeah.
You are utterly ridiculous.
But you love me though.
I do.
Yes, indeed. Atatu True said cosmic love. So here's a good question. Kemi Rocks 100 says, was it a spiritual connection type of thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would say that it felt like you felt familiar to me. Like it felt like my spirit recognized you.
Yeah.
Felt like I recognized you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt at home. It didn't feel like I was learning a new person or getting to know a new person.
Yeah.
It felt, the feeling that I had felt new. It felt new to be with somebody or to be in a relationship where I felt so much at home. That was new.
Yeah.
But you yourself weren't new at all. I could sit and talk to you about anything, and it felt like we've probably had these conversations before. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like we, you know, I don't know, skipped around the galaxies a couple of times, and we just finally caught back up to one another.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. I would agree with that. And I would also add for myself, just to answer that question. It was the first time that I had met somebody that I felt like God brought me to. Because in previous situations, you know, it was like my eyes brought me there.
Yeah.
Or, you know, my infatuation with somebody brought me there. There wasn't a lot of God involved in it.
Yeah.
But with you, I just felt like everything that was unfolding before my eyes when it came to you was godly.
Yeah.
And I had never felt that before. Yeah. You know, I dealt with people who, it's different to deal with somebody who believes in God and deal with somebody who is godly. You feel me on that?
Yeah.
It's a totally different, it's a totally different type of energy that you're dealing with. Because when somebody's a believer, anybody can be a believer.
Right, true.
But it's how they carry themselves.
Yeah.
It's how they embody love. And I can say that I've never known anybody in a relationship who's embodied love better than you. And this was before I even knew exactly who you were, like all of the details. But it's like you said, I knew who you were without knowing who you were.
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny part is, right, it's like you hear people say stuff like that. And I feel like it's one of those things that until you really experience that, it's weird to even think about it. It's like, you know, I've heard like, well, I don't know, I heard people say stuff like that as a little girl, just on different stuff. Cause I love love. I'm a love connoisseur. And I would read books and I would read love stories and, you know, oh my gosh, the books that you could buy at the supermarket. Oh yeah, they were full of stories about love, and people would say stuff. And I remember the first time that I felt like, oh snap, this is the type of love that you read about. Yep. You know, this is the type of stuff that they write stories about. You know, this is not. And then it was intimidating. Yeah. It was scary because it was like, well, you know, you got a bad track record, girlfriend, acting a fool. So how are we going to do this? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But I didn't have to try. And that's another thing. I decided way early on that I was just going to live and grow. Yeah. And we were going to live and grow together. Remember, I will always say that it's a very long time between I do and till death do us part. And that a whole lot of life has to happen in between that space. You have consistently said that since I've known you. It's true. Yeah. And I think that when you meet the person that you love, it's almost like the commitment isn't to happy times. Right. It's not even to bad times. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people try to make it seem like you got to commit yourself to a hellhole. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you got to deal with the bad. It's like, no, you don't. If it's too much bad, you need to leave that. Right. But it's like one of those things that's like what you commit yourself to is growth. And I think growth is the scary, hard thing because you don't know what the fuck growth looks like. You know, you don't know what that's gonna look like. Right. Growth could mean anything. And you don't know what you're gonna look like at the end of that growth. No. You just gotta trust that the person that you walked into that thing with, you know what I mean, is like with you on the other side. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Of your growth. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, guys. It was bound to happen. You just gotta trust that they are with you on the other side of your growth, and the stuff that we've been through. Yeah. The everything. Yeah. Like when they say through sickness and in sickness and in health, who know? You never know what kind of sickness you're gonna deal with. Right. Right. And you never know what kind of foolishness you're going to deal with when you're healthy. Right. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And then when you become whatever version of you that you turn into every so often. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're right there. You're still here. That's right. And I still like you. That says a lot. Trust me, that says a lot. So we're cool. Yeah. What do I look like? Do I got my makeup all crazy looking? You still look good. Sorry, dudes. You still look good. I love this guy. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely got to show some love to everybody that's tapped in on both YouTube and Instagram. Shout out to my brother of Next Level Visions, Craig Kilgore. Said, love the love, bro. Appreciate you, my brother, for tapping in. Craig, who is a part of Craig. He's actually part of the project with me and Priest. Nice. Okay. So Craig is doing like all the videography and stuff like that. Excellent. That's awesome. Excellent work. I'm trying to tell y'all. Wait till that documentary come out. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my guy right there. Always looking out for the cookout right there. Good brother right there. That's great. Absolutely. Our brother Malik. On the check-in, Malikopedia. My Malik guy. Is cool people. That's man. My dude. That's my dude. We go Malik back to MC Terrell right with me. Yes, sir. Yes. He said, "Hey, podcast love, absolutely." That's right, and it's her first time. You know what I'm saying? Had to pop that podcast cherry real quick. Oh my god. Oh, oh, Joseph.
But I had to cut it a little bit. We had the tears. Now you got the
I'm gonna
laughter.
take a sip
What I'm
of the
saying?
water.
It's just water.
Just, well,
might need a little something strong out of this conversation.
maybe. Ooh, all right.
So he said hub and wife pod. Oh shit.
Yeah, where the heck did we get the idea to do that?
I know, right? I know. Shout out to Miss K.E. Brooks on the check-in. My sis Kimberly, appreciate you for tuning in. Lady Crawley back. Yolanda said, go do the damn thing. Chris Mir said, yes. Lady Crawley said, that's beautiful, y'all. Yolanda said, yo, she has Jill Scott vibes from the moment I opened this.
Oh my God. I love Jill Scott.
Woo.
I love Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Joseph, you love Jill Scott. Oh no. Oh no, I think you love Jill Scott a little bit more than you love me.
Nah, I can't say that. Nope.
I'm just
I can't say that. I mean, Jill Scott a bad joke now, but like, look, I got the real thing right here, which is funny because she had an album called The Real Thing.
And it's a good album.
Bang.
That's a good album.
That's a great album.
Like, I actually think that's my favorite one from her.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Front to back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't skip a song.
Yeah.
Not that it's easy to Jill got songs on her albums.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that one, good album. Solid album.
Yeah, I love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ran that one in the ground.
It's like hit after hit after hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Ata Tuchu said, I said a cosmic love, simply the best. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brucey said Micah can sing in her baby bro too. That's right. That's right. KB's Third Light said Joe had a new piece when I seen him with you. Wow. Wow. I agree. I agree.
Beautiful.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? Vinyl Freaking You on the check-in. Thank you so much for tapping in. Malik said, I love y'all. Seriously. Hey, we love you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we go way, way back.
Malikipedia.
I just love that name on Instagram. That's my guy.
Cool.
That's right. You know, it's funny. When I was digging to try to find the audio for your stuff, Malik, you're gonna love this because I got some beats that I need to send you of when you first was coming over my crib when you first started producing.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that probably would be awesome.
I gotta send you them Jones, bro.
who was this? We went to a show where I met Malik. Black Milk.
Black Milk, yep.
You know he still like is going like doing his thing, Black Milk is.
Oh yeah.
That was a cool show.
It was.
Really dope.
Yeah.
He had his own like set of like people who really like supported him and stuff.
Oh,
it was real nice.
Yeah, his fan base. I mean, when I say dedicated, dedicated.
And been that way for a long time. Because I mean, people was like they was loving on his music and everything.
They knew all the words.
It was such a good feeling in that show.
Yeah, that was back at that place is something else. U Street Music Hall back in the day.
Shout out to Malikipedia.
That's right. Mean on the bass. One of my favorite bass players out there. Just and a dope producer. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's my guy right there.
He's awesome.
Yes, indeed. Hell yeah on the check-in. My brother, who's going to be on the episode on March 22nd. So y'all stay tuned for that. See, all the alumni, all the Bring Back TLC joints, they already here. The alumni is already in the building. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Nice.
My brother, Tribe Trinity ENT, T Wits, I appreciate you for tapping in as well. Christmas said I met her years ago. Wow, see, yeah.
Jill Scott.
He done met everybody, including his boo Monica. You know what I'm saying?
And he loved Monica for a long time. We was kids, and he was all loved. Monica.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a teenager, that day before there was Jill Scott, there was Monica.
Okay, wait, Monica with the short hair.
Oh, with the short
and
hair.
The feet.
With the feet.
You know the feet. on the before you walk out of my life.
Oh yeah. That's the that was.
I was gonna say that or Monica with the long hair.
Nah, Monica with the short hair
and the stripe on her arm.
Nah, Monica with the short hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Her hair was so nice.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Monica is the reason that I was like, oh, okay, I guess some Atlanta girls really can do hair.
Right.
She was the reason I said that. I honestly don't know who was doing Monica's hair, but her short hair was like, you know, everybody talks about Toni Braxton's
right.
short hair. No, it was Monica's that made me like, that's some nice short hair.
Yeah. Now, granted, I like Toni's, you know what I'm saying? But Monica, I think also what was different with Monica was our age group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was a little closer to our age group. So to have that dope of a hairstyle to be as iconic as it is, but she was closer to us in age, because I mean, Toni's a little bit older than us. But to have somebody that close in age to all of us I think it hit different too.
It just had more finesse.
It did have more finesse.
Toni's was a little curt.
A little bit.
It was what it was.
Yeah.
But Monica's had more flow. You know, somebody was doing her right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, she would know. I mean, you know, she doesn't do it much anymore, but when it comes to hairstyles, this woman right here, I'm trying to tell y'all lucky she a nurse, because I'm telling y'all right now, y'all hairstylists out there, she be cleaning y'all clock. I'm telling you now.
Do you know how many nurses that I come into contact with who used to do hair? It's a lot of us.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's a lot of us, and we all have the same reasons. Like, we like to take care of people, but that take care of is too much.
It's too much, but y'all in the ER or y'all in the hospital dealing with cleaning poop and piss all day.
I know.
Inserting, taking out catheters.
I know.
All that, dealing with people in their families.
I know. But doing hair is different. People have it's a different type of demanding.
That is true.
You know what I mean? And then they suck. Because then, you know, like, people are so fickle.
That's true.
They show up when they want to.
Yep.
Rain, sleet, hail, snow. Somebody gonna bring their funky ass in that hospital and get taken care of.
Yeah.
Hair, you got to set the appointment. Now you got to do remember I started the deposits thing.
Right. Yeah, that was smart.
Because people was tripping. And at the end of the week, sometimes the only reason I had money in my pocket is because I had deposits.
Right. Yeah.
I remember one week I was like, oh yeah, this week is getting ready to be nice, you know, And it was literally, I had 5 people just not show up.
Wow.
So if I wouldn't have had them deposits, you know, because they was, you know, non-refundable. If I wouldn't have had them deposits, I wouldn't have had nothing to show for that week.
Yeah.
It was less than what I wanted it to be, but it was something.
Exactly. And what's funny about that is that you actually helped me with that when it came to production.
Oh yeah.
Because then I started doing deposits with you. And it's like, all right, well, you know, like, if you want me to start working on it, all right, I need some money up front.
Because I need to know you're serious.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And then with hair, like, that's 5 people. I was really like, okay, I'm getting ready to walk away this week with at least a stack and a half.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I had 120 funky ass dollars. I was like, this is enough. No more.
Yeah. One thing about nursing, you know that check is coming.
That's it. Rain, sleet, hail, snow.
That's right.
Somebody is bringing their ass in that hospital.
Exactly.
It don't matter. And even if they don't, I've still got paid.
Exactly. You still gonna get them coins. You know?
Buddy.
Yeah. So we talked about this before we started the live. So, new love songs, because this is going to be like kind of a setup in terms of like perspective.
Okay.
New songs that made you think about new love.
Okay.
What are some songs that, like, when you think about new love, and it could be any type of new love. That's the thing. When it comes to this whole something new thing, there's no right or wrong answer, so to say, or there's no right or wrong way to look at new love. So what are some of the songs you think about?
First, I think we were on the same wavelength with that, because I definitely thought about, new love, like, from a mother to their child. That's a new love.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new kind of love.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful kind of love.
Yeah.
Thought about new love when you finally fall in love with your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like love, like relationship goes, the first song that kind of comes to mind, it's a couple of them.
Okay.
But the first song that comes to mind when I think of new love is the Flamingos. I only have eyes for you. It's such.
You took it way back.
It's a song that was. I've always loved old songs.
Yeah.
But that one takes the cake, and it's a lot like what to me. It's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. Like the song starts out where he says, "Our love must be some kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you." Yeah. And then later in the song, he says, "Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. Yeah, they all disappear when you come into view." Like what? Yeah. Right. Somebody was in love when they wrote that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a beautiful song. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. So when I think of new love, that's like the first song that I think about, because it's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It sounds, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like sitting in some meadow. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You got your feet kind of in the water, and it's like it's fireflies kind of floating around and dragonflies dipping around, and you hear the crickets and you hear the stream, and you just looking at the damn sky holding the person you love's hand. Y'all ain't even talking about nothing. It puts you there. Right. You know? Right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you hear these niggas in the background like shabab like that throw you off more than the cricket. That's the last man. Right. You ain't know that. That's them putting that song on you. Boom. That's it. It's over for you. Once you hear that shabab, it's done. You are in love forever. That is hilarious. You're done. But it's true. You sold your soul to the love of your life. I'm never going to hear the shabab again. Listen to it. Picture everything I said, and then think about it, like just off camera. Because it's always the off camera comment every time. And that's what you hear, and then that's it. Yeah. You're done. Yeah. You're done. Uh-huh. That song comes on, you're finished. Mm-hmm. Finished. Yeah. I agree. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's the one. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. It don't matter if you a teenager and you in love, or if you like 80 something and you finally found love. That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if you 50 and you done went through some shit. You done divorced somebody, you came back, and now you found a real love. Mm-hmm. Any age. Yeah. It's such an innocent, beautiful song. It's nothing raunchy about it. It's nothing. That's true. It's just nothing. It's nothing but pure love. Yeah. Just like I said, the things they saying, and that's shabab. I love that one. That's a great one. I wrote the other ones down because that's my one. That's always my one. But the other ones I will forget. I'll forget stuff. It's all good. And let's see, Atlantic Star. Send for me. Mm-hmm. I'm just a telephone call away. Mm-hmm. Put a message in a bottle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on. Right. And if you think about what that, like the words of that song, what? Oh yeah. It's one of them songs that's just like, I always thought about when I heard that song, like when you meet somebody at, like, say, summer camp. Right. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just hit it off. Yeah. Everything is beautiful. Yeah. You just every day you spend time with this person, but as much as you swear to God, summer camp is forever, it's only like 2 to 3 weeks. Right. Yeah. So you done spent 2 to 3 weeks of your life just knowing that this is the love of your life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then it's time to go home. Right. school about to start.
Yep.
And then randomly you hear that damn song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
I don't care how amazing cell phones get. I don't care how dope technology ever gets. If a nigga tell me to put a message in the box, I'm gonna be like, you must really fool with me,
right.
because
it's gonna take a minute.
But you're gonna get it,
right?
Because you love me.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
That is.
So that's why I love that song.
Oh yeah.
Because it's one of them. To me, it reminds me of like, you know, new love, and it's like you don't really know how, you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, you gotta, you know, I can't see you right now, but
right.
You know
what's interesting about that song too?
What's that?
Atlantic Star's version was not the first version I heard.
Really?
That I remember hearing. Let me put it like that. The first version I remember hearing was Gerald Alston from the Manhattans. He remade it, I want to say maybe 93 or 94.
Really?
Yeah, he remade it, and that's when I first heard it. I was like, ooh, I like the words to this.
Really?
But then I heard Atlantic Star's version. I was like, ooh, but this the one. This the one. Cause I forget what the brothers' names
are.
Love
that song.
Wayne and David. I can't remember their last names. But like they the main two in the group. But Wayne was the main one before like Sharon Bryan got there. And then I think it was Barbara Weathers before she got there. Like Wayne was the main one who sang like most of the leads on the songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Although I think Sharon Bryan was in the group by that time. But anyway, his voice, even though I feel like Gerald Alston's a better singer, I feel like Wayne, like the way he delivered them lyrics, it just felt so much more sincere.
Man,
I mean, you know, them being the authors of the song, usually it's how it goes.
Oh, they meant that.
But they meant that.
They meant that.
Yeah. And then the music.
Yeah. What's the part where he says something like, my life would be a living hell if you go away? He sang the hell out of that word hell. I was like, you meant that. Oh, yeah, I love hearing songs when somebody mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Great song right there.
And then there's another one that I think about often. And this is, to me, it's the kind of love when you fall back in love. You know?
Okay.
You know how when you first fall in love with somebody, you first fall in love with them or whatever. But that moment when you first fall in love again.
Yeah.
And that's the Isley Brothers. Hello.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I love their version.
Yeah.
I love their version.
Yeah. I love most Isley Brothers songs. I mean, I'm really, they're really my jam on toast. But
absolutely,
that when they sing that to me, it's just like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah. I
love that. And I love what's his name? Frankie Beverly, Golden Time of Day.
Yes. Yes.
That's probably, I mean, it's definitely in my top 3 favorite songs ever made. It's a beautiful song, and it really does remind me of just love.
Yeah.
And that kind of love, that goes beyond romantic love. That's like love when you I feel that kind of love when I'm sitting with my siblings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting somewhere with my brother, my sister, and you know, Tanina, my uncle, like when I'm with my family, that's the golden time of day. When I'm with you and Jason and we just chilling or we go somewhere, that's the golden time of day.
Yeah. When
I'm just with you, that's the golden. It's just like, it's a vibe. It's just a very high vibrating song.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's I mean, a lot of Mason Frankie Beverly's music to me has always been very spiritual.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just romantic love. No. Like even if they're talking about romantic love, it always felt deeper.
It is
than just that. And Golden Time of Day might just be the epitome of what you're talking about.
Yeah. You know it really is. It really is. Yeah. All of their music. You know, their music is, you know how you say you want McDonald's and your mom say we got McDonald's at home and she make you that Eddie Murphy burger. that's Frankie Beverly and me. It ain't nothing fast food about that.
Not at all.
About
not
their music, you know. So
Yeah.
it's really good. It's really chill.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, which probably explains why they never really cracked the mainstream, because they wasn't McDonald's.
They wasn't McDonald's. And honestly, you know, it's a vibe that I just feel like everybody can't get with.
Nope. Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not there.
Mm-mm.
You know, they just can't really, like, they don't feel it the same.
No. And they are the epitome of, it's funny, we're having conversations about R&B, soul music, and there are certain artists that just, we get.
Yeah.
They speak our language as Black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like Maze is just one of them groups that, like, and there are a lot of groups, a lot of artists out there that's like that. Like, they just speak to us in a certain way that we understand.
Yeah, for real.
And it could be through how they write, how they sing, the music that they choose to do what they do too. It's so many different layers to certain people just being ours.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of, like, I'm glad that they're ours. And it's not to say that we can't share.
Yeah.
But it is to say that it just translates differently to us. If you go to an Amazing Frankie Beverly concert, you're going to see predominantly us.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know why? There's something spiritual about being on the 2 and 4. Amazing Frankie Beverly is, they sit in the middle of God's heart on that 2 and 4.
Yeah, that's true.
And white people will find the 1 and 3 in everything. Okay. Shout out white people. Okay, but you can't. They make it impossible. They make it impossible.
Oh man. Yes, you are. But this is why this is bring back the love conversations about R&B. Because we can have these conversations. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of stuff that we need to, we need to put out there.
Maze and Frankie Beverly are perpetually on that 2 and 4.
Yes.
You can't even make up a 1 and 3 there.
Right. Not at all.
They sit in, when it's more than just being on beat. I'm talking about they found heaven in that 2 and 4.
Yes.
And that's why it's our music. Because that's where we live.
Oh yeah. We
live there. We live in that space.
That's right. That's right. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot picture somebody that's, with the unseasoned chicken.
Oh God. Shout out to the white people who season it.
Yes.
I know a few of them.
I know quite a few too.
Bang, bang, good food gang.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But for those who don't season their chicken very well,
that's on that 1 and 3.
That's on that 1 and 3. I can't imagine them vibing the We Are One the same way that we do. I just can't.
Yeah.
Or Golden Time of Day.
And shout out to those who do.
Yes.
Ain't nothing like just vibing with folks. You know what I'm saying? And like listen to that music. Like, Frankie Beverly and May, all right. I guess we rolling.
Right. Like, my God.
It's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
It's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. I definitely got to see what the people saying after. Okay, here's a good question. All right. So Yolanda asked, do you remember Tracy Spencer? And what's interesting about that question is that it kind of sort of fits in that the particular pocket of time that inspired this particular project that, all of this is kind of sort of inspired by, like it's 80s, 90s R&B, even though we talking about R&B like period. It's not specific because people receive it differently, at different times, and different people just kind of sort of resonate with people wherever they are, whenever they really receive R&B and whenever they really fall in love with it. But yeah, Tracy Spencer, like, I remember, like, probably Tender Kisses, of course, But what's funny is that Love Me is probably maybe a smidge ahead of Tender Kisses. That's saying a lot because I love Tender Kisses. But like
Tracy Spencer has such a clear voice.
She really does. Like her voice was so much more grown than she was. And it's so funny because as I was kind of like researching some stuff like in the midst of this project, I think Donnie Simpson had her on video, so and she had to have been no more than 13 years old. Like this is back in like 89.
Nice.
Like either 89 or 87, one or two. I forget how much older she is than me. But at any rate, she's so young, doesn't know what to say. Like clearly like a teen or preteen. But when that girl opened her mouth and sang, you would never know how old she was.
Yeah.
I mean, she was singing way ahead of her time.
Yeah.
And I think that might have kind of sort of stunted her a little bit because she was a child star. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say she was on Star Search. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Star Search.
Yeah.
Like that's not a thing anymore. But like you think about Star Search back in the 80s, like that birthed so many careers. It was the precursor to American Idol. And like that's the type of stuff. That's how we got to know certain people. Yeah. In terms of their vocal chops and the things that they were able to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Tracy Spencer was a beast. Yeah. Stone cold beast. I really felt like she should have had a more extensive career, but I think she wanted to focus on living life though. And like kind of sort of, I think she went to college and kind of focused on those things a little bit more than like her singing career. Yeah. Because she wanted to set herself up for future success. Yeah. So it wasn't a thing where it was like she just fell off. Because I mean, she actually made a comeback. I think this was like 99. It was short-lived, but she still had like 2 top 5 R&B hits.
Oh, okay.
Coming back.
What did she when she came back? What was her song?
So
because I don't remember that.
It's like it's not about oh my gosh, what is the name of that song? It's something like Not About You, All About Me, something like that. That if I played it, you would know what I'm talking about. I probably would. Of course, it had that Lord. You know how people was doing beats in '99, like that boom, boom, boom. Like it had that kind of vibe to it.
That 99 millennial. Oh, you know what song I thought about? Freaking Tamia. The Q's juke joint, whatever that you put on my heart.
Right.
That right there.
And her version of it.
I love her singing that song.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. Because much like Anita Baker doing, what's the song? You Bring Me Joy. Everybody thinks that's Anita Baker's song. It's not her song.
Whose song is it?
So originally it's Norman Connors featuring an artist name, I think her name is Aretha or Aretha.
I was going to say, is Norman Connors singing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Aretha is the vocalist on the song. But that song actually came out, I want to say it was like either 1980 or 81. So it came out years before Anita Baker's version. Anita owned it so much that it was like, who?
Right.
Who came
before? Such a beautiful song.
It really is. It's the same thing with Tamia. I forget who sings the original You Put a Move on My Heart.
I didn't know that there was an original.
It was original. And I want to say Quincy Jones produced that one.
I love her singing that song.
Yeah.
I love her singing that song. It's such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
She sings so beautifully.
She does.
She does amazing. She does a beautiful job. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So appreciate that question. We got quite a few comments coming in here. Janet Mick said, I'm all about the seasonings, no times for Karen's potato salad. Yes, our more seasoned white brothers out there, we appreciate you for seasoning your potato salad, not putting raisins in it or any of that other stuff in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
Absolutely. Shout out, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know how to season that chicken. That's right. Yolanda, she said American Idol is now the Star Search. That's right. It is. Yeah, she said she was an old soul on an ancient planet surrounded by old soul people. Yeah, absolutely. Talking about Tracy Spencer. And then she said, wait, Shantae Moore. Ooh, Shantae Moore.
Oh yes, her and that song, that one song that I really love by her and Keith Washington.
Which one? Because you know they had Candlelight and You, and they had I Love You.
Both, but I Love You.
Woo!
Oh,
Woo.
that is my song.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I was so mad.
Damn.
Yeah. That came out when I was in college, you know what I'm saying? And so I was so mad that they didn't really make it a single. Like they played it, but it wasn't officially a single.
It's so good.
I was like, why isn't this like an official single? Why don't they have a video for this? Because he had another song, Bring It On. And I was like, I Love You should have been the lead. If that was the lead, he would have sold some records.
They messed up with that then, because I Love You is a freaking classic. Oh I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Candlelight and You, but I Love You. It's something about that song that's just like freaking peanut butter and jelly.
Yep.
It just fits.
It does. It does.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then let's see, Jay in the mix said, yes, Still in My Heart. That was the follow-up single to It's Not About You, It's All About Me. That one was more like popish. Like it kind of had that almost like Angel of Mine kind of feel, like Monica. It kind of sounded like that to me.
Okay.
But that was also a top like hit for her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's been so long. You're talking about 25 years ago when these songs came out. And it wasn't like sustained. Like those were like her last two really known hits, and then she kind of faded back in and
she
just
was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, exactly. Yolanda said It's All Right is my song by her. The video was so hot the computer gave up.
I remember that song.
Yeah.
That song actually really makes me feel good.
It does. It
does. That song is a feel-good song.
Yeah.
You could be having a really bad day and to turn that song on, it's just like, you know what? Everything really is all right.
Yeah.
Shantae Moore.
It is. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. She had quite a few at that time. She had that. Candlelight and You was on that same album. Love's Taking Over.
Wow.
On that same album.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
She was with, what's his name?
Kenny Lattimore?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got a baby now.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that. Yeah. What's so funny about you mentioning Kenny Lattimore? They made the album I wanted her and Keith Washington to make.
Yes.
I wanted them to make a whole album.
And honestly, they still can.
They still should. Like, if Babyface and Tony Braxton can come out with an album well after Give You My Heart, why not Shantae Moore and Keith Washington?
They really should, honestly. They should, you know. Although I wish it would have happened back in that pocket.
Yes, because I really feel like it would have catapulted both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because both of them had really strong debut albums. Yeah. But then their follow-up albums kind of sort of struggled a little bit to find audiences. But if they would have done I get it, like you trying to like sell yourself as a solo artist. But if they would have like taken that magic from Candlelight and You and made a whole project after their debut albums, I think their follow-up albums would have done even better. Yeah,
they should have been on that same wave. They could have went on that same wave and just rolled that thing out. You know what I mean? Because then they would have been like, okay, well, let me do me and you do you. But if they would have just came together. With the same producers.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
It would really be a classic. Classic type of album. I totally could see it.
I agree. Their voices just like you said, peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah, it really did.
Together.
Yes indeed. Y'all are rocking it with these comments. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Yes, Jalil. Misha Paris sang the original You Put a Move on My Heart. That's right. I remember. I feel like probably at some point, but I remember reading that. And what's funny about that, Jalil and everybody, Misha Paris was actually following me on my old account.
And
the one that got hacked.
Dang.
Yeah. And that was so cool because she would like random posts or whatever. And like I would shout her out from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it was like, I mean, she was mad cool.
Yeah,
mad cool. Yeah. So yeah, Misha Paris is one of those unsung voices that like not a lot of people know about unless you know, like you really know your vocalist. So you really like you kind of dig in the crates with some of those people that came out like in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that, Jalil. Absolutely. It's been so many comments, it's hard to like keep up with all of these joints, but I just want to make sure that I shout out people who have been tapped in. Shout out to the BCAG LLC on a check-in. Yolanda said, can we talk about Phyllis Hyman? Can we talk about Phyllis Hyman? Because interestingly enough, and I'm glad we kind of sort of on this new love wave, Phyllis Hyman is actually one of the reasons why, you know, we kind of had a bond from the beginning.
So we used to say, it was Phyllis Hyman's song. What was that song called?
Meet Me on the Moon.
Meet Me on the Moon.
Yeah.
I always want to call it Symphony.
I mean, she said so much.
The Phyllis Hyman song, Meet Me on the Moon.
Yeah.
And the reason we liked it so much is because I can't even remember what it was, but it's something that we used to say to each other all the time. You know, like I've always been the type of person that just like, you know, randomly looks at the moon. At night. You know. Just to see what it's doing. I'm all weird like that anyway. So you know. And
I'm here for
it turned out that you were that same type of person that, you know, the moon looks like this tonight or whatever.
Yep.
And that would be our meeting place.
That's right.
In a sense.
That's right. That's right. You take it back.
Yeah, because I would, you know, I would look at the moon and think about you. And you would look at the moon and think about me.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things, one of those little quirky things of ours. And then that song it's such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Because it's all figurative. You can't go and meet somebody on the moon.
Right.
But if I'm looking at the moon and you're looking at the moon, we can meet each other there.
That's right. That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
And it's all about feeling a person and feeling their vibe, their frequency, all of their spirit when you're not even around them. And that was something that was very, 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 very pivotal in the beginnings of our relationship.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It was sweet.
It was.
It was a sweet.
I have me all blushing and emotional on this jump.
Well, I cried. It's your turn.
Your turn.
So, you know, it was just one of those things. Like, you know, it was like a really sweet thing. Like, and we would, I remember you signing, like letters that you wrote to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'll see you in our special place.
I remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
You gonna have me pulling out my old tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
It was always, you know, it was just always something.
Yeah.
You know, like you swore you was so smooth. Like
I did swear I was so smooth.
You swore you was so smooth. I'll meet you in our special place. Please. But I loved it.
I probably would look back at that stuff myself and be like, oh please.
But it was so sweet.
Yeah.
It was so sweet. But I'm here for all of that.
Yeah.
You know how they call certain people like cheesy? I'm totally a cheesy person. I'm here for all the cheese. I love it all. Like write me letters, poetry, you know, like big stupid gestures, like the radio in that movie. What was that movie?
Was it 16?
16 Candles. One of them damn. What's her name? Molly
Ringwald. Yep.
One of them movies. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know, because I would totally be like, okay. With the boom box.
Right.
if we knew each other in like the 50s and 60s, I'd totally be the girl falling for the guy standing on the corner singing the doo-wop song. He's so dreamy. I love all
dreamy.
that stuff. He's so dreamy.
We need to bring that term back.
I'm just big old cheese ball. I love all that stuff.
I'm here for it.
I was here for all of the little cheesy, cute stuff you used to do.
Yeah.
And still do.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I got to step it up a little something, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like I think that type of stuff, like it's kind of almost like a get you to the Greek type of thing. But then love matures.
Yeah.
And then like it's about doing that stuff, but it's also like you learn more about life, how people respond to life, how we as individuals respond to life, and how that shapes our viewpoints of love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so 22-year-old Micah, and we ain't gonna say your age on camera.
You can.
39. Yeah. 35. 39. Year old Micah. Yeah. Talking about a 17-year difference.
Yeah.
How did 22-year-old Micah look in new love versus 39-year-old Micah? Like what is new, or what type of newness are you looking for at this stage of your life versus what you looked for when you were 22?
I think 22-year-old Micah looked for more of the security and love. You know what I'm saying? Like it was such a time in my life where I still had so many issues, so many like abandonment issues, and I still had I had so much growing to do. There were so many things that I hadn't forgiven myself for. So many things that, you know, so much hurt in my heart. And I think that 22-year-old Micah was looking for a love that could heal that, you know, that could, you know, save me from that.
Yeah.
And I think that 39-year-old Micah is healed. And 39-year-old Micah understands that there is no savior. She's her savior. You know, because she has had to save herself many times since 22-year-old Micah was on the scene. And 39-year-old Micah is done with abandonment issues. Because she's learned time and time again that regardless of who shows up and stays with Micah, Micah shows up for Micah and stays with Micah.
Yeah.
And so I think that 39-year-old Micah looks for something a little different in love. I think it's more of 39-year-old Micah wants love to meet her at eye level. You know what I'm saying? 39-year-old Micah wants love that is mature and settled in itself. And love that's like all encompassing, love that is beyond fear, love that's comfortable, love that's real. You know what I'm saying? Love that's tolerant, love that's accepting, you know, but not you know, it's not love for 39-year-old Micah is not the band-aid that love was for 22-year-old Micah. 22-year-old Micah has so much stuff that she was just trying to, you know, if you can picture a person just with blood gushing, just cuts everywhere, broken bones, you know what I'm saying? She need a band-aid, she need a damn stretcher. You know what I'm saying? But 39-year-old Micah is good. She just wants love that's gonna meet her at eye level. You know, match me. That's it. Because I know the kind of love that I can give myself. I know the kind of love that I've accepted for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm so comfortable in my own skin with all of the things that I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah.
I'm still comfortable in my own skin. I know what I bring to the world, not just the table.
Yeah.
I know what I bring to this world.
Yes.
So what 39-year-old Micah wants is somebody who knows what they bring to this world, who is not intimidated by what she brings to this world, and who just wants to celebrate that.
Yeah.
Both of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just meet me at eye level. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a different, it's more, I guess there's more maturity now.
Right.
You know, than it was then. Before I was looking for so much.
Yeah.
You know, not that I'm not looking for so much. Like, I'm a tall order.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. I'm a tall order.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to own that.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
You absolutely should. So thinking about that, how do you receive, like, think about the songs you named.
Yeah.
You named Golden Time of Day.
Yes.
You named I Only Have Eyes for You.
Yes.
You named Send for Me. How do you receive those songs differently now with that perspective than you would have at 22?
I sing them all to myself first.
Mm.
I take the first fruit of those words that those songs, the feelings that those songs produce, they're mine first. Whatever I have left, I give it to you.
Yes.
But it's mine first.
I love that.
Put a message in a bottle, baby. I'm saying that to me first.
Yeah.
If you ever need me, send for me, Micah.
Yeah.
Send for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I only have eyes for you, Micah. So as much as I love you, if you ever fall out of love with me and your eyes ever become eyes for something or somebody else, it's not gonna break me.
Yeah.
Because I gave that to me first.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. That's powerful.
I see things different that way.
Yeah. That's powerful. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That is, that's good.
It has to be like that.
The first fruit. That was the word that really jumped out to me the most, because it's not, sometimes when people hear the word first fruit, they think the first. It's not the first, it's the first of the best.
Yes. That's
the difference.
That's it.
Because you got the first iPhone wasn't that good. It was all types of bugs, all type of stuff. Like who would want the first iPhone?
That's funny. I still have the first iPhone in a box. Actually, I could probably make a lot of money.
And that's where it should belong, in a box, because it wasn't that good. But over time, they worked out the technology. It got better and better and better.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I don't know which one you would consider the first fruit, but that's the key. You give the best, the first of the best to yourself.
That's it.
First.
That's it.
That's powerful.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. We always, talk about that analogy of, and I remember it hit me. I was on an airplane. I think we was going to Mexico. And the lady said, she was doing her thing, doing her 1-2 and giving her instructions.
Yeah.
If something happens and you need oxygen, one of the first things we always think to do is give our kids, give it to yourself first, because you can't save them if I don't know why it was like God, the universe just was like, put a pin in that. And I have carried that with me forever. I didn't even understand how important it was in that moment.
Yeah.
I just knew it was something for me. I knew it was something that was going to be huge for me.
Yeah.
And it has been. It has saved my damn soul.
Yeah.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
I can't give you nothing if I don't give nothing to me.
Yeah.
I can't give you nothing. The only thing I'm going to be giving you is just fumes. I can't give you nothing if I'm not whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that so many times people come into love looking for somebody to complete them. And I don't think I'm not one of those people who feel like you have to be complete before you can have love.
Right.
You don't.
Right.
You could be as incomplete as hell.
That's true.
Because if it's love, you're gonna find yourself completed.
Yep.
Now, what you go through, the bumps and bruises that you go through to get there, is something else. But you're gonna be completed.
Exactly.
It's just when you really start to kind of firmly plant yourself and really create a foundation for yourself and who you are, how you love, what you need, what you bring. It's that wholeness that really means the most.
Yep.
In my opinion.
I agree.
You know, I love you with everything inside of me. But if I'm not whole, I don't have nothing for you.
Yeah.
I can't. Right. I'm snatching from you.
Yeah.
And if you're not whole, how the hell I'm snatching nothing.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta take that first fruit. You gotta take care. You gotta sing them love songs to yourself first. Mean it. You know what I'm saying? Not on some conceited shit, but just on some real shit. Like, girl, like say that to yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you everything. Beyonce made that song "Love on Top." Yeah. That's one of the first songs I started singing to myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's such a boppy, happy song.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
Yeah, it is.
You're the one I love. You're the only one I need. You're the only one I see. It's you.
Yeah.
It's like you start really feeling these things in your heart and you just be like, yeah. Because then I'm not saying that things that happen in love that hurts won't hurt.
Yeah.
It still hurts.
Yeah.
It still hurts. But it doesn't leave you depleted to the point where you feel like you have nothing left.
Right.
It just leaves you in a space where you feel like, damn, that shit knocked me down.
Yeah.
But I know I can get back up. I got faith in me. I got back up before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I love that. That, whew, like, that's it. That's it right there. You know? And I don't want to give too much away, but a lot of what you're saying is along the lines of, like, so I plan on doing an episode where I talk about new love. Just how I perceive, because, you know, these first 5 episodes is how other people perceive.
Yeah.
So then I come back and then I talk about my experience and how I received it at a certain age and how I receive it now at 44. Oh, you know,
that's gonna be a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'd love to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it honestly, it echoes a lot of what you just said. Like in terms of the difference between being older and being younger.
Yeah. Because
life shows you different things, and newness and the new things that you find along the way. Like I always think that, like, when you are, I have the Student of Life for Life t-shirts. One of the biggest reasons I made that t-shirt is, like, it's not just studying a book.
Yeah.
Like, it's studying everything that comes with living life.
Yeah.
It comes with studying love. It comes with studying who you were at one point.
Yeah.
Who you are at this point. Because you're not the same person I met at 22.
No.
I'm not the same person you met at 27. Thank God. Specifically on my side of it. Thank God I'm not the same person you met at 27. You know, I've learned so much more. You've learned so much more. And the key thing is, we had to learn to love ourselves first and give ourselves the best of what we have. Of course, we give God, you know what I'm saying, the best of what we have. But then we give the rest. We give that first part of the best of what we have to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we give it to each other.
Yeah.
Because if we don't replenish that, like you said, we don't replenish ourselves from within, then what do we have?
And what a responsibility to put on a person. You know what I'm saying? We should have never put that responsibility on each other to complete each other.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't, I feel like that's the reason why so many situations fall apart. You know, because of that aspect.
Right.
You know, that's a lot to put on another person.
It is.
It's a lot to put on another person. It leaves everything out of balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it leaves everything out of balance, and it's hard on somebody.
Right.
You know, you ever think, you know, oh man, you know, you coming home from work and you gotta cook and you gotta do whatever, and it's like, yeah, but you know what? I also gotta make sure I'm, you know, I cater to this person's insecurities and I listen to their and I solve their problems and I and I did it. Whoa,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Life is hard enough.
It is.
Life is hard enough.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me that in order for me to make life easier for you and for me is to take some of this, you know, load for myself and deal with myself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
To me, that's how you love another person.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's how you love another person.
Yeah. It's like being on whenever I tell people, whenever they come to me about advice in terms of like resumes, I always tell people one of the things that you want to do with a resume, and I literally just told one of my mentees this recently. One of the things that you want to do with a resume, you don't want to just list the duties.
Yeah.
You want to list how you can make somebody's life easier.
There you go.
If you work for them.
There you go.
If you are on their team, and that's the thing with a relationship.
Yeah.
You are on that person's team.
Yes.
And part of being on that person's team is realizing, like, how can I make life easier for you?
That's right.
How can I lighten your load?
Yeah.
Not unload on you.
Oof. That's it.
You know, and I mean, that's something we both had to learn.
Yeah.
But it's something new that came along the way with us living life, learning each other, and learning about ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard lessons learned.
Yeah.
But ones that I just don't think either one of us will ever forget.
That's right.
You know, and the blessing in it is that we get to model that kind of love for our child.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because both of us came up, you know, in households where we saw one person take the load of the other person.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we figured that then that's love. Then that's what you do. You put it on your back and you go.
Right.
And I think that, you know, modeling the kind of love that we now understand love to be for him is going to create in him a better way. You know?
Yeah.
He'll know what's healthy love.
Right.
You know, he'll know when somebody is doing something, and he'll be able to get, granted, he will go through whatever he needs to go through to get to wherever he needs to get. But at least he'll be able to say, girl or guy or whatever, you know, he grows to be.
Yeah.
You trying to put all of whatever in your life on me. That's not love.
Right. Right.
Trying to make me your mule. I'm not your mule.
That's right.
You know, so.
That's right. I like that. Not your mule, because you look at a mule like a workhorse.
It's a workhorse. And they don't, you know, don't nobody care about no damn mules. They should, because they really are special.
Oh,
but nobody cares about them.
Right.
They treat them like, you know, mules.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
My goodness, this has been great.
It's been amazing.
This has been a great conversation. see, you all nervous coming on here.
Look
at you. You're just nice and comfortable, like just in your zone.
Well, now I'm on the
couch. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I've been on the couch, but you know, I'm chilling.
Yeah. See, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Just me.
This was fun.
Yes.
It was fun talking about music.
Yes, absolutely.
It was really fun talking about music.
Yeah.
What are they talking about on Instagram?
So let's see what the people are saying in the comments. We've been rolling a minute. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So Yolanda, she said, y'all are too cute. She said, honestly, we need more of this right here. Can we have this every what day it is? What day is it right there right now? It is Friday still. She said this will be my Saturday morning music channel. We appreciate that. Said cars ride by with the booming system.
Hey.
Yes, that's a hit right there.
That's how I go.
Yes, indeed. So I want to make sure I shout out some people that were tuned in before. They may or may not still be on. So shout out to Miss TT on the check-in. Thank you so much for tuning in. My brother, Real Be Nice, Brian.
Oh,
was here on the check-in. Let's see. So hold on. This is something Brucey said earlier. Said, now me and my baby got this situation. See, brother got this complex occupation,
yes.
and it ain't that he don't have education, because I was right there as graduate. Somebody else referred to Erykah Badu recently and referred to that specific song.
That's
right
the love
there.
song.
Absolutely.
Remember, we were breaking down the difference between, like, not breaking down the difference, but when I was saying how I love songs that put you right in the middle of a conversation.
Yep.
That's one of them.
You've always said that.
Yeah.
Always. Let's see. Atatu True said we speak the same language. Appreciate it. Brian said, yo, the new song is fire, bro. Purchase. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, my brother. Shout out to Ryan Lucas. My brother was on the check-in. Thank you so much for tapping in. Lucas. Absolutely. Yeah. So Brucey said she wanted to go to college. Talking about Tracy Spencer earlier.
Okay.
Let me scroll through some of these comments. Shout out to Ron Eyes 31. Thank you so much for tuning in, my brother, representing that West Coast. And let's see. KB's Third Life, he said, preach, it can leave you lost. And then said, too much to put on the other person. Self-love is vital. Absolutely. And then Atatu True said, this has been awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate the love. Said, what about Babyface and Pebbles? I'm telling you, love makes things happen. That one right there. That's a special song, right?
It is a special song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that one.
Oh yeah. What's so funny about her bringing that one up? So, like, one of the graphics that I was kind of working on for one of the next singles. Yeah. I'm including that because it's a whole thing of talking about what happened to, like, bomb duets in R&B. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, duets. They still got really good duets in R&B. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about Best Part.
Yeah, with her and Daniel Caesar.
And her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that one. That's like probably one of my favorite duets of the last probably 5 to 10 years. You know,
that makes me think of the other song that I absolutely love as a new love song. What's her name? Allegra Snow.
Snow Allegra.
One of them. Did I call her Algebra?
Well, I mean, you got Algebra Blissett, and then you got Snow Allegra. You know.
The I Want You Around song.
Oh, woo, yeah. Yes, Lord.
That's the sweet spot.
That is.
I love that.
Yeah, that makes me think like spring. Like you meet somebody and like in the springtime and everything's blossoming. It's like, oh, I like you. I want you around. I want you around during cuffing season.
Oh wow! Not just letting up cuffing season.
Hey, it makes you go against the playbook early.
Wow, you setting up for cuffing season in the spring. That means you got to go through summer and fall. Oh wow!
That's how you know they special.
Oh wow! All right.
We skip. We jumping ahead of cuffing season.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Are we gonna let the boy come in and say hello?
Yeah, we can let the boy come in.
Did he hear me?
He probably did. He was ready. He was ready. Come on, Spider-Man.
Come on, kid.
Come on, Spider-Man.
Come on, kiddo.
Sitting down.
Right here.
Come on down.
Can you jump over? Look at this long child.
He's been waiting to get in the shot, y'all.
You gonna show the world your ass?
Oh, they ain't gonna see it. They can't see his legs. You gonna say hi?
Hi there. Look, there's the camera.
Yeah, there's the camera.
You wanna say hello?
Hello, people of.
Hello, people. Listen to his voice.
Hey, people of YouTube and Instagram.
Oh, you ain't gotta put an octave up. You know, so look, bro, you're 9 years old. You about to be 10 this year.
This is our little reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Dad told me that the thing that Mommy used to have was like. He thought it was called Sandra Go Hard.
I did think it was Sandra Go Hard because it's like you've been like Go Hard, like different names for so long that I forgot it was McGurla Gully. because I couldn't
Girl
remember what it
Gully.
was. I knew it was Sandra because it was Sandra because I used to call you Sandra. You know what I'm saying? And then the McGurla Gully kind of came out of nowhere. So yeah, but like we had that conversation on the way from school one day. I was like, what was the name? Because I was looking up Sandra Go Hard.
Oh.
And I couldn't find it. I was like, okay, let me just put Sandra in the search. And then it showed SMG because I had to shorten it. I was like, Sandra McGurla Gully is long. But then I found out, I was like, oh, we got it. We got it.
It's so weird that you found it. I mean, it's not weird. I just didn't, I would have never thought that that's what you had as a surprise.
Yes.
And I was surprised. Jason, I was very surprised. Did you know about this?
Did I know about the surprise?
Yeah.
I did know about a surprise, but I didn't know it was going to be Sandra Go Hard.
Oh, well, see, that's why, because your dad probably didn't tell you, because you know you can't hold water.
Right.
You can't hold water.
You're basically saying that I can easily let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
You do it every day. Every day.
Yes, indeed. Well,
all right, kiddo.
New Love created this guy right here.
Was it New Love?
It was.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Created this guy. Yeah.
Welcome to the world, Jason.
Yeah. Nice.
Belated 9 years.
Oh, wow. He said, Mom, you're late. I've been here, Mom. Oh, Mommy, because we're not at Mom yet.
Right. Not yet. When can he call you Mom?
13.
13. So you got less than 4 years to call your mother Mommy.
He's like, wait a minute. Move the goalpost.
Like, don't I have a say in this?
It's like the NFL in like the 90s. They like moved the goalpost and they even changed the shape of it.
Did they?
Yeah, they changed the shape from an H to a Y.
Oh,
that's true.
I guess you're right.
That's true. See,
I said I would have never thought about that.
For the record, this is the sports guy. And if y'all need anything about sports, this is your guy right here.
Oh yeah, and guys, don't forget, if you make sure to tune into the Old Glory DC rugby game because it's gonna be on tomorrow.
All right,
they're playing the NOLA Gold.
Okay.
Thank you for promoting other programs.
Yeah,
on
right.
our program. We appreciate it.
Love you.
You're welcome.
Love you.
Be careful. You're okay.
There you go. All right. So, of course, we had to have a cameo from Baby Boy because it wouldn't be one of my broadcasts and, my boo thing on this joint. And he don't make an appearance, you know what I'm saying? He done brought the plushies out plenty of times. So, we definitely appreciate everybody for riding this long, dealing with technical difficulties with us sounding like chipmunks in the beginning. This joint been rolling.
We've been rolling.
Yes, indeed. Yes, that is your nephew, Yolanda. Absolutely. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in for this series premiere of Bring Back the Love Conversations. I think you got to come back, at some point. When we have some other conversations.
I will gladly come back.
Yes, indeed. I think there's a couple more conversations that you could definitely chime in on.
I will gladly come back whenever you will have me.
Absolutely. Yes. So once again, thank you to everybody for tuning into this series premiere. Of course, this particular part of the series, which is a limited series, don't expect this thing to be around forever. This is inspired by my album, Love on Rewind. And this particular part of the series is inspired by my brand new single that is out right now, which is called Something New. Let me cue that up real quick. It is out right now. On BAMMLLC.net/music. And it is also on my Bandcamp page, which is ajthrowback.bandcamp.com. So if you don't already have it, please make sure that you go and get it. Definitely appreciate everybody for showing all the love and support that y'all been showing this brand new single. Y'all been blowing this thing up. And singers, I'm telling y'all now, it's going to be a challenge with this joint. real soon. So be on the lookout for the challenge coming out. I'm actually going to drop it next week. I was wondering when I was going to drop it, but I was like, all right, I'm going to give y'all some time. Prepare yourselves.
I love that.
Prepare your pens. Prepare your voices. Clear your throat. Drink whatever tea you need to drink. And get it right. Get it tight. You know what I'm saying? we got a singer in the background already preparing. But definitely appreciate everybody so much for supporting the single so far. Next week, Friday, March 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This time we'll actually start at 9, and hopefully there will be no chipmunk effects going on at all. I will be having my brother Keith Brandon on. And it's a great conversation. That one is pre-recorded. This is one of the only live ones, but that one's going to be pre-recorded. But trust me, it's going to be a great conversation. You don't want to miss that one. That is Friday, March 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on YouTube and Instagram Live. Now, I do this with everybody who comes on my platform, and you may not feel like you got anything you want to push or promote, but maybe you do, because I mean, you do have a YouTube channel, you do have your own IG page for your nursing and everything. So whatever you want to promote at this time, this is your platform.
Follow me on Instagram at, I think it's Nurse Finesse. Sorry guys.
It's okay.
At Nurse Finesse. You can find me on YouTube, same name, at Nurse Finesse. And I talk about a lot of like my journey with nursing. For a while I was talking about when I was in nursing school. Now I'm just kind of talking about life as a nurse, and you know, as a mom and wife, and you know, all the things that I'm interested in when it comes to nursing and all that good stuff. I could stand to be a little bit more active on there, but yeah, you can follow me there. And just continue to keep us, our family, our marriage, our kiddo, all of the things that are amazing about us that we love, and that, you know, maybe those of you who are watching love about us, just keep us in your good thoughts and in your prayers. And we'll be keeping you in our good thoughts and in our prayers too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, my love, once again for joining. This was fantastic. This is really like us sitting around kicking it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think that's what made this so cool. Yeah. Because it's like, I think sometimes when people come on something that feels formal, yeah, they forget that it's really just the art of conversation. Just a conversation. It's just a conversation. That's all. Like, that's why I branded Bring Back the Love Conversations. Yeah. I bring back the love interviews, conversations. You know what I'm saying?
This was great.
It's a flow. Yeah. You know, this is what we do. We literally do this all the time, y'all.
We do. We do. This is like, I feel like you guys got a glimpse into, you know, our just random conversations that just spark and happen in the house. I mean, you know, sans my bonnet.
The Bonet.
My Bonet.
The Bonet, because she got a Keisha Cole joint that is fire. Fire. When I tell you, it puts all other Bonets to shame, that thing is lit.
Woo. Well, it better be, because I got a couple of nightgowns that's a little ragged. So it saves. It gives me balance. But yes, this was very much a dope conversation.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Again, who else would I have had on my series premiere but you? Especially we talking about love, we talking about romance, we talk about R&B.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen, brother.
All right, y'all. So thanks to everyone for tuning in to this series premiere of Bring Back the Love Conversations. And once again, I'm going to see everybody next week. Hold on, I had to make sure I turn off this banner real quick. See, the thing is, when you working so many controls, you know, it's like you gotta make sure the mic good. You gotta make sure you're looking at the camera. You gotta, you know, make sure the music playing.
I'm pretty sure I was not looking at the camera.
No, neither was I. Because the thing is, this is a conversation between us, but we're also having a conversation with everybody else.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in for the series premiere of Bring Back the Love Conversations. As I like to say, bring back TLC, because not only do you have to bring back the conversations in love, you also got to bring back tender love and care. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
thank you.
I like how you did that.
You know, I rap sometimes.
All right.
I got a little flow. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. And until the next time, everybody enjoy the rest of the night.